Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, our team will address a solution for challenge number 1. Firstly, let us be thankful for our existence in this room, that we are blessed with healthiness and approval by others in our society. Firstly, give a time and place yourself as if you are suffering from a devastating illness. You will suffer a lack of self-confidence and sense of companionship in the community, especially when you live in rural areas. With lack of information and education about your current disease and development of the medication for a certain disease, so EzyHealth gonna provide kind of a one-stop solution for that conditions. Now meet Jane. She was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer at 9 years old. Living in a small town, she found getting around and making friends much harder after his disease. And how does EzyHealth benefit Jane? I'm gonna pass it to my friend Simani. Okay.
Hi guys. So for the many features that we have in EzyHealth, so for the first feature we have is EzyDoctor, which is basically a platform where we allow patients and doctors to kind of connect with each other through live consultation. So there's also a feature where you can book an appointment with the doctor actually, and using videos.io technology, we can connect people, we can connect doctors and patients through video calls and stuff like that. So EzyChat is also another platform where we enable patients to chat with other patients who have similar diseases, or that people who have gone through their disease before maybe can provide like advice, or how they went through the disease as well. This gives patients empathy, as well as, because if you were to put yourself in their shoes, you can't really picture the disease, their condition, because you haven't been through the disease as well. So we believe that by connecting patients with other patients with similar diseases, they can kind of create a focus group that can kind of like help them go through their disease together. And this is done by we are using Matrix's resources for check functionality. For EzyLocator, this function is basically is to locate hospitals nearby you. So using the Google geolocation API, we are able to locate hospitals around you, and there are many filters around it. So you'll be able to filter out different hospitals around you. So as we go to the interface, so this will be the login page of our app, and once you log in, you will. So this will be the home page where this is a general view or plan of the app. So if you click on the menu, and we go to EzyDoctor. So as you can see, there will be like different live rooms for different doctors. They will be able to give you like different consultation hours, or like different events for different stuff for doctors. So if you were to click on one of them, and using video.io. Yep. So over there, they will be able to connect to our voluntary doctor if it works right. Yep, over there.
Maybe
yeah. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's the video feature, and then on to the next one. We have EzyChat. So this is so you'll be able to actually see patients around you as well, and you can adjust like how far you want to be able to talk to. So it's kind of inspired by Tinder a little bit, but yeah. Yes, you can see. And then if you were to check your messages, you'll be able to see like chat windows and all of that basic stuff. So finally, EzyLocator. So this is the Google Maps one where you are able to kind of find hospitals near you. And as you can see, there are different filters to be able to find different hospitals around you. Now I would like to pass this presentation to my friend Mani. He will explain the rest of the features.
Hello everyone. So next in our list of features we have Ezy Educator. What Ezy Educator is, it's a medium for the less fortunate or the unhealthy children to learn more about different aspects of their diseases, of their conditions. So through Ezy Educator, they can watch videos about specific things, learn more about current research in their field, so on and so forth. Next. Ezy Funds is essentially a fundraising platform so that outsiders, strangers essentially can donate funds to those children in need. It might be something similar to GoFundMe, where a patient can set up a profile and so on and so forth, and people could read the profile and further donate to their cause. Emergency button. So all throughout our application, we have an emergency button. The functionality of this is to alert emergency services. So it's not only to hospitals, it could also be linked to a nominated family member. And they could be alerted if, for example, the patient is feeling unwell or a sudden heart attack, for example. So they could just click the button and services will be coming through them. Next, we have Gavin to explain. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So here's the interface for our Ezy Educator. As you can see, we can choose the specific diseases. So in our previous example of Jane, we could choose perhaps cancer and watch the videos, innovations, so on and so forth. Ezy Fund is like we can observe how much contributions has been made, the total amount, specific campaigns. So for example, Jane in campaign 1, somebody else, and we're just continuing updating this. Finally, Ezy Book is an interface to book specific doctors' consultations according to their specific requirements. The emergency button on the top right is to alert an ambulance or a family member, as I mentioned earlier. That should be all. And now I'll pass it on to Gavin to explain further.
So this is kind of the page for the user detail, showing the personal information, the signed doctor, medical records, upcoming booking, general information, and the contributions to the certain cause. So EzyHealth provides you with certain sense of existence even though you're suffering from a really devastating illness. So why don't you try EzyHealth? Thank you.
So thanks, EzyHealth. I think we're sort of right on the cusp there, so I probably should have mentioned, I was mentioning the other ones before. So we're looking for sort of 5 to 10 minute pitch times. That was sort of sitting close to 10 minutes, but we've still got time for a couple of questions if anyone's got queries they want to direct to these guys or comments.
How long do you think it would take for you to develop this application into something you can take out?
In terms of the things, because this platform is kind of a crowdsourcing where people, let's say the non-for-profit organizations put into accounts the campaign and some sort of stuff. So it should be around like 6 months to be kind of fully developed, something like that. Yeah, 6 months. Maybe another question or queries that we need to clarify.
What were the challenges you faced through your journey over the last 2 days?
Sorry, beg your pardon?
What were the challenges you faced over your journey while you were imagining this platform and then working with the technologies to create your proof of concept?
Well, for starters, since this is our first hackathon, we really had no idea what to expect and what to kind of come up with. So we had initially when we read the challenge, we didn't know what to consider, but over time we kind of listed out everything, and then from there we kind of narrowed it down to the few features that we have. And also we had to consider a lot of like for the technology actually, because we we had initially a bit of trouble trying to integrate the technology with the app itself, but as time went by, we kind of like made everything like gel well together. So yeah.
Terrific.
Anything else?
I think we're good. Excellent work, guys.